And the extra point is good. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Ducks! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Barkley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he will roll into the end zone. Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense on first down. On the run, it's Jordan. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking to pass. It's Mahomes. And the pass is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Give to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Looking to throw on second down. A strike downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man.
He uncorks one deep. Pulls it in on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Tackle was made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He makes a grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Feeling some heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Gets it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking for room, it's Harvey. The Ducks get it past the sticks. They're down to the 20, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got his man on the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And as the ball bounces out of bounds, no dice on the onside kick attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harvey. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Dropping back, it's Mahomes. They're bringing heat. Coming after it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Cougar! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Oregon 28, Houston 13.
Let's go. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Ready. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. He'll sneak it. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. How about this? These guys are going for two. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They'll immediately call timeout. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to pass, it's Mahomes. Unloads it left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
It's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Jordan. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be fit.
The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. And now we're set up to see if they can hang on to this 1-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Takes the handoff. It's Harvey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The number 1 job. Unable to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Man, it's nice to be a play caller when you just say, hey, QB, drop back, and everything works. I mean, it just had a lot of success on the day and continuing to have a lot of confidence calling plays and being aggressive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Powers through. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Touchdown, Ducks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team is there to make the stop, and he had visions of glory in his head, but just couldn't find enough room, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that is being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The first down for the offense. The give to the back. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability, too.
Right back to the well. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, nothing the DB could do on that. That was actually great coverage defensively, but that's just a better play by the receiver diving and making that catch.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking for room, it's Cooper. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. The Canes will hustle to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the air on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. To the air, it's Jordan. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll go to the ground. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive in the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
First down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it on the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
He's going to take off. And they'll knock him down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, warning.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Jordan. Getting some heat. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Ducks are in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he reels it in inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Throws to the tight end. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The ball squirts free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon 7, Miami 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm getting...
Fires and picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. He's taking the shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Jordan. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot. Put him out.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. He'll try to tack on one more.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yep.
He's going up top. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Miami! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, 14, Oregon, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or Do you trust him?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection on third down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Fires one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to add another. And it's no good, and they're still down by one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this deep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Ducks want to move quickly. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Trying to surge it in. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. He's going to pass. He makes the catch. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Neighbors. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. They'll try to slam it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Okay, 1 possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Man on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That's a live ball. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Trying to get to it. Might be looking to run. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Slings it. On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. The Vols are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's looking on the right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out.
Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Taking a shot on the first play. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
7, Tennessee, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking downfield, it's McCord. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Keeps it going. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Forced out of the pocket. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Makes a grab enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter.
The end of the 1st quarter. Oregon 7, Tennessee 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Judkins. Oh, he left him grabbing. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to throw, it's McCord. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to
He lobs one high down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun to give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
And a sack all the way back at the 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's off to the races. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Volunteers.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. And the try is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments.
And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defense.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
And the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
How about the defensive line? You know what? They're so athletic, they might as well be called running backs. They were running backs in another life. Probably should be anyways. Look at how he scoops up the football, makes a play, chews up yardage, almost houses that puppy. What a great athletic play. One of the most athletic players on the field.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Wants to throw. It's McCord. Steps away to find some room. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots if I want to. I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. And the Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for touchdown ball. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Down and goal. I want the touchdown. Is it predictable? Do I know he's going under center? Do I know he's going to run a quarterback sneak? Yeah, but guess what? It's still so hard to stop. That's why you see it so much down here in the red zone, especially in situations like this in 3rd and goal when you need it. Touchdown for the offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. The sure hands, it's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Running back goes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 21, Oregon 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's looking deep, and he makes the catch at the 10.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. The give on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tight.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Escapes the sack. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Thrust that arm out. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Takes a handoff. It's Harvey. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Touchdown, Oregon! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
We'll put toe to leather and we'll get started. Fair catch called for and made. First down here for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run the toss. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
With the catch, it's Jordan. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, Oregon, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On first down, here comes this offense. To the ground with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes it past the marker. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Penn State 7, Oregon 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Williams looking for a man. He'll take the deep shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the run, it's Jordan. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll move the running back.